All right, boys, in this video, we have KIV versus Mr. Football 88 MCS playoffs. This is a round one matchup. Going to be taking a look at KIV versus 88. Now, real quick here, we're going to get into kind of their season as well as their career as a whole. KIV has literally just been Mr. Consistent, been one of the best players, one of the best Madden players of all time. And I think he has the most live events made out of anyone. He has $455,000 in career earnings, $48,000 in Madden 25. He has one title, but this is the big one: 20 MCS major appearances. Now, about the same year, really, for these two. But the bigger one being that KIV coming into this game is going to be the 11th seed. 88 is going to be the 6th seed. So 88 is the favorite to win this game in this specific year. 88 really has kind of become one of the bigger staples in the MCS community over the last couple of years. And again, career earnings 275, but I think the majority that's been made over the last two to 3 years, and I believe this is back to back. So I think he's made 3 consecutive Madden Bowls. So a lot to be learned from 88 in this game. And personally, I picked KIV to win this game. I just believe that the experience that he has is going to show through. But I also believe that 88, just one of the things that's consistent for 88 is he makes Madden Bowl. He's consistent in that. He's kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers, like always finds a way to make the tournament, always finds a way to make the event, but does he really make the run? Now, he did get an MCS title last year, I believe a belt. I'm trying to remember what tournament he won. I think it was the playoffs event. Or was that Abram? I can't remember which one he won. He won one of the later tournaments last year, I believe. I just can't remember if it wasn't the Harvest. It was either the playoffs or the Zero Chill, I believe. I know Abram won one and 88 won one, I'm pretty sure, in Madden 24. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into this one. And again, this is going to be KIV versus 88. Now, KIV is going to be in the Seattle Seahawks jerseys. We know KIV, I'm pretty sure he's a big Seattle fan, I want to say. Not 100%, but I want to say he is. Anyway, another little low-key little piece of intel is KIV and Fancy. I believe they're roommates. So they're going to be very similar offensively, defensively, kind of know everything. They're in the same crew, 818 crew, which I believe KIV is probably the head of at this point. Anyway, he's going to start on this 6-1 defense, running the 6-1 little 4-man disengage. And then 88, I believe he is in Eagles. I thought he was in Lions majority of the year, but does look like he did make the switch to Eagles. Personally, I believe Eagles is the best playbook in Madden 25, and 88 is a Falcons fan. Little underrated little piece here is of kind of storyline coming into this game is 88 is a big, I think he's lab partners with Wesley, I want to say, or he patterns a lot of his game after Wesley, I believe. That's accurate. So, and then KIV kind of, a lot of people pattern their game after KIV, right? KIV, one of the best passers every single year. KIV really just one of the best Madden binds, finds a lot of stuff, innovates a lot. So a lot to be learned in this game. All right, there. So starting out, we're going to throw into 5 players. Not sure what 88 saw there. Was that 4th? Was that a 4th? Oh, okay. So that was a 4th down early. And really just threw the only throw that could be made. KIV able to get a stop early in this one. And one of the things about 88, this has kind of been the story of 88. When he gets into these bigger games, he tends to start slow. So he almost always plays really good in the second half. But the first half, he tends to start slower. I think that's why it's a big advantage for KIV to be able to be on defense first. Kind of get that big stop early, and then he's going to get ball at half. This is kind of a new setup we're seeing a lot of these Eagles guys using this event. It's a seam streak with a little speed out and then a backside pivot route and post from the tight end. Able to hit that speed out there. Speed out's one of the most critical routes to master in this game. And again, normal wide close out of Eagles, pretty much the clear-cut best offense in this event. We see, I think the main playbooks you're going to see in this event is you're going to see Eagles, you're going to see Saints, you're going to see Niners, you're going to see Patriots. And then other than that, that's pretty much what I've seen so far. This is kind of a new little combo here. A cheat slot fake, got a little slot fade for cover 2. And then we're going to do a little tight end, deep in route, curl, and flat combination here. So you see here, backside curl, flat. Curl's going to be wide open. Flat's going to be wide open. Bad freeform by KIV. Not really what we wanted to see there. I'm trying to think if there's any other playbooks you really see. I'm surprised we have not seen Chargers at all. Chargers, pretty much the clear. Oh, we're going to see Falcons. Clef will be in Falcons. Probably the only one in Falcons bunch. And then kind of surprised we're not going to see any Chargers in this event, but I do feel like people have pretty much moved on from Chargers and are either running Saints, Niners, Eagles. Mainly this 2x2 set. This is kind of the meta right now. A lot of 2x2. Little short corner there, little running back corner route, playmaker. These quarterbacks that these guys are using RG3 with master tack. This is kind of the red zone formation. And Eagles, this is pistol wing flex close. Again, from what I see from KIV out of the gate, especially offensively, pretty much the majority of what you're going to see from KIV is what you're going to see from Fancy. Very similar styles, very similar offenses from both of those players. And 88's on the rocks here. First and goal for KIV from the 4. 88 already got stopped once. So we'll see what comes of this here. 88 going to go ahead and get into the goal line. This is the 5-3-3. A lot of people like 60 out jacks football. Going to be in the 5-3-3. This is pretty free for, and this is, I mean, this is honestly just bad defense from 88 there. Ends up working out for him. He doesn't give up the touchdown. Pistol wing flex close. This is a passing formation in this year's game. There is a run out of this, but it's really primarily a passing formation. I guess he isn't goal line personnel, so that must be why 88 did that. So that's, I mean, I guess okay. Here we're going to see this little halfback zone, motion out, see if he's able to hit this run on this defense. I'd honestly like to see him pass it again, but there's Big Perry. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have Eagles theme team, pretty much the clear-cut consensus, best theme team in Madden right now. Pretty much everyone in this event is going to have 40 out of 40 Eagles theme team, and they're going to have Justin Tucker as their kicker. Big Fridge, William Perry, probably the best running back in the game, which is crazy, but he just breaks a lot of tackles. You have CJ if you want to pass. You can put CJ out there with 99 speed. But really, Perry is really the back right now. He just gets those good. He's really good running back. He can air truck. He's got a good spin. Falls forward for yards. Good red zone back. You see, Big Fridge doing what Big Fridge does. A lot of people still using Laporte at tight end. There's that screamer off the edge from KIV. Able to hit that quick read to Laporta. Another thing a lot of these guys are doing, Michael Vick at quarterback because he gets that Eagles team. Trying to see what the D-Jax. We got D-Jax, Calvin, and Worthy. This is motion Y post. Or no. Was that Trips? What? Did he motion that in? Hold on a minute, boys. I must be seeing something. I don't know what football's in. He might not be in Eagles. He might actually not be in Eagles. Was that was Trips tight end? I think that is. I know Trips tight end is in Eagles, but I have not seen that cheat motion play. That must be in there. I got to look at that. I really honestly haven't looked at the Trips tight end in Eagles, to be honest. You really just have. I have not seen that, though. I have not seen that. I'll take a little gander at that. Let's see if he's actually in Eagles. I don't know what playbook he's in if he's not. If he's not in Eagles, he's in Raiders. Almost positive. But I want to say he's in Eagles just because he's based on a normal YF close. But honestly, there's a lot of good normal YF closes. It's just the best normal YF close is Eagles. There's a standard Trips tight end combo. Good defense from KIV, the switch stick. Able to get in there and get a big play there. No, he is in Eagles, and they do have. I didn't realize they added the cheat wheels. I'll have to take a little look at what that is because I didn't realize they added the cheat motion out of regular Trips tight end as well in here. That's actually super critical. Go to Y sale there, Jackson, easy read. Why are we going D-Jax at receiver? Probably just because he gets 3 times Eagles Kim. Because they have A.J. Brown that's the same speed. And he's probably a better build for what you would want. But looks like they are going D-Jax. KIV was really the right switch stick. Just not able to make the play. And 88 looking a lot better on his second drive. Again, kind of settled into the game. Love this little tray open combo. I actually love this play. I've not seen anyone do this. Someone did this to me in a head-to-head game. It was almost unguardable. The flat zig on at a tray open. It was actually wide open. I don't know what, like, we just don't want to throw to wide open players? What? Yeah, he definitely had that zig over there on the backside, I think. I mean, Kiv's user was over there, so I could get it, but that flat zig is so hard to guard. That flat zig combo, really the best two-man combo in the game. So now he's going to go to trips tight end flex motion wide post. Love this combo. He's got a cheat motion. He's got a seam streak. This wheel post combo, really good for cover 2. So take a look there on that left side. And 88 decides he likes to throw the ball to the wrong team. So right here, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know exactly what the zone is, but I would assume this is just a hard flat. I don't know what this is. I would assume this is a cloud. But I think what happens is 88 reads this defender. He sees him suck in. He might be anticipating trying to get this ball up here, but it just doesn't work at the end of the day. And that's a free stop for KIV, honestly. That's a huge turnover from 88. That's like a huge, huge turnover. It was really, looked a lot better on the second drive than the first drive. Get down in the red zone, turn the ball over, which kind of leads me to my general defensive tip. If you think defense is hard in Madden, one of the biggest principles for defense this year is just this idea of bend but don't break, pressure defense that you're going to get decent send forward pressure on, and they're going to have to work up and down the field, and then in the red zone is really where a lot of stops come in this year's game. Nice little check down there from KIV to the underneath. Again, they are both in Eagles book. Here we're going to see PA snag from KIV. A lot of what these guys do also, a lot of short side tight end out of this. A lot of short side tight end. So here you got a lot of space for that speed out on the right side. And nice switch stick from 88. Able to take away the speed out. Running back table's open. We'll see what KIV's cooking up here. Another flip into the short side tight end. Speed out to the right. This time a 5-yard speed out. I actually love that. So, okay, real quick, guys. I wanted to go over this. This combo right here is actually amazingly good because you have a return route. What is going to happen is, let's say it's a hard flat. This guy would shoot out here, and you'd be able to throw into this area right here. If it's standard zones, he'll press this return route, which would leave this open on a cover 3. So it's a great little two-man read here. And then we have a clear out streak and a short post over the middle, and then kind of a high-low from there. What I love about this is KIV runs a 5-and-out speed out. And we saw TJ in the same event try to stem this speed out all the way down, and he was really never able to complete it. Here we're going to see that KIV is consistently able to see this. And look at how much, why did he use a 5-yard as opposed to a 10-yard? Because 88 can't really switch stick this 5-yard, and he has no hard flat. So you see here, this isn't a hard flat. He's able to throw this. There's a lot of space. And then also, if he did hard flat, then as you see here, this guy would be breaking open kind of right in this area. So it really is a great little just simple read that you have out of Eagles that I don't see a lot of people really call, but it's always, always, always open. It's just that simple idea of that cheat flat post with a short post on the tight end side, and then utilizing that speed out return combination on the backside. Really nice route there from KIV. PA bubble Y over with the tight end crosser. There's that running back short corner we're talking about. A lot of this running back short corner, we saw a lot of this from Fancy. We're seeing a lot of it from KIV. This little short corner, hot route master, running back corner route, really, really popular. Here we're going to go to an inside zone. Actually, okay, very good. That's one of the better ones too. I think was that the normal Y off inside zone? I don't know if it was or not, but you can always put some inside zones in to be able to just ob around, hit a run here. Kind of trying to catch him in cover 2 again on this left side. I don't love that play call. One of the things that KIV does offensively at times is I think KIV kind of tries to really predict a specific defensive call, trying to really predict into cover 2. And that play is specific to cover 2. It's not great against cover 3 hard flat. Nice playmaker. Able to get out of there. So Kiv's receivers are Jamison Williams. Kind of interesting. He's got Laporta, Jamison Williams, 4th and 2. This is kind of a sneaky big 4th down. Kiv going to take his 3, probably due to the fact that he's going to be able to get that ball at half. And another underrated thing about taking your 3 right here is 4 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. Going to be hard for Mr. Football 88 to be able to clock this entirely. So we'll see how this ends up going. But so far, this has been pretty much all young Kiv. 88's moved the ball, but 2 turnovers, really back-to-back turnovers on his first 2 drives. It's got him in a 10-0 deficit, and then also Kiv does get ball at half. So this is kind of a big drive for 88. He really needs to get points here. If he gets stopped here, it's going to be hard to come back from this. So you're going to see some of his best plays. Here's PA Snag with that little hitch. Not really there. Good defense from Kiv again. And I like what Kiv's doing. I really like what Kiv's doing defensively in that dollar. I really believe dollar is dollar or 146. Those 2 defenses are really the top dog defense in this year's game. I don't even think it's really close. And I think let's just double check here. It does look like this is dollar. Yes, it is dollar. All right, so Kiv is in dollar. Pretty sure. There's a nice switch stick. So again, that's what I was saying about. You're going to see Kiv play very similar to Fancy, just from what I'm seeing so far. He's in Eagles, he's in dollar, right? Kind of standard. I think it's fair to say he's also looping with Pat Tillman, which is kind of something that Wesley does the same thing, but I don't know who Smith is. Is that Roquan Smith? What theme team is Kiv rocking? It's got to be Eagles at least. Might be Lions and Ravens, maybe? Ravens team isn't terrible. You've got the corners that get mid-zone. All right, so 3rd and 3 situation for 88. Again, this is a big drive for 88. Kiv going to change things up and come out and double mug. And this is regular double mug. This isn't 2-4 double mug. Kind of an interesting decision here. Going to send some pressure. Really just sends 4. Gets the pressure he wants. And just not enough. Really, 88 just gets the ball out quick to an open receiver at the end of the day. It's a big first down for 88. All right, 3 minutes left. At this point, if you're 88, I would have liked to see a run there. This is the pressure. Here's this B gap. Love this. Again, if you want to set this B gap, you stand right here. I think this is really just the best blitz in the game. Like, I ran this the other day in some games, and I mean, this is just so fast. The way the pressure comes in, like, look, he's pressured here. He can't really throw anything. Everything he throws is throw out of sack material. Like, you just can't. It's a really good blitz, man. It's a really good blitz. It's a really simple blitz, and it comes in super good. It's hard to block, too. Like, there's not a lot of good blockings for this. There's mid-zone, almost got it. One of the things I like doing in this year's game is moving those safeties inside a little bit so that they're inside of that tight end so that seam can't be open. You see it here. He's a little bit more inside. You see it more with short side tight end, but I would take this corner and move him in just a little bit to make that not happen. Nice speed out from 88. Really nice route combo. One of the things that you're going to see from Kiv, majority of the game, he's going to be in a cover 4 show. He is going to go to 6-1 here. Kiv kind of doing the same thing, just from different looks, right? He's doing, doing the double mug, doing the 6-1, but really kind of the same concept. I don't know what 88 just threw. He must know that bombs. Oh, I forgot about that bomb. Yeah, so one of the things with these trip style sets is you get this little seam and then you get this cross. If Kiv's in this quarter will match for some weird reason to this number 3 crosser, when what Kiv is wanting him to do is just basically stay straight. But because of the match principle built within the quarters play, he ends up staying on that tight end. And honestly, 88 just got an inaccurate. I think 88, trying to put the ball where only his receiver can get it, ends up overthrowing the receiver, getting an inaccurate. I think he highballed that. And now we're going to get to that 2nd and 10. Got him unfortunate because that was a touchdown. That was a good combo from 88. And really, Kiv probably should not be in cover 4 quarters anymore, but he probably will stay in it. But this is why I do it out of cover 3, so that never happens. Good read over the middle. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So low-key, 88 has clocked a majority of this. But again, this is why Kiv took that field goal. We're in a red zone position. He's not going to be able to clock this all the way out. So anyway, 88 going to go to motion swing with a little tight end post. Got a hitch backside. Scramble out of there with a Vic. Kind of make something out of nothing. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. He did get a bounce, which just saves more time for Kiv. Kiv doesn't have to use a timeout. Looks like 88 is going to go to that pistol wing flex close that Kiv ran on him, and 88 is going to go to that wide zone. He's going to catch him off sides here. Free play for 88. And honestly, I would decline that. But I think, well, yeah, I think he did. I think he did accept that. So that's going to bring up. They're just going to get a 2nd down, which a couple different. I mean, good for 88. Unfortunate for Kiv. Still not a crazy different situation. If you're Kiv, ideally you hold the 3 here. So you're trying to get stingy down here in the red zone. Hold the 3. Take away the run. Ideally, you get a pick like you did last time. Probably won't. Strong wing stretch. Stretch just hasn't really been it this year. And Kiv able to get the stop. There's 3rd and 7. This is really exactly what Kiv wants. Notice Kiv is not calling his timeouts. He'd rather have those timeouts on his into half drive, giving him more flexibility for being able to use more areas of the field. Kind of underrated clock management. Then he calls the timeout there. I don't love that. I don't feel like that was very good by Kiv, unless he just saw something or was in a defense he didn't want to be in, which, okay. But I don't love that. He still has plenty of time, but I just feel like that was just kind of unfortunate that happened. 88 going to go kind of like, this is kind of the red zone combo right here. This is really the red zone combo we saw a lot. This flat zig. There's that post. Nice playmaker on that zig back across. But Kiv plays really good defense, and there it is. And now Kiv going to call that timeout. He's got that 1 timeout left. 1 minute 23. Did exactly what he wanted to do, which was hold 88 to 3, because now if Kiv goes down, gets 3, he's still up 2 possessions, and he gets ball at half, can make it a 3-possession game. Or if Kiv gets 7, even better. But Kiv right here, I mean, really, your 3 points does a lot for you in the big picture of this game. Because Kiv gets ball out of half, there's just a lot of things that are in his favor right now. So just main thing is don't want to turn this ball over. I really want to understand. I don't understand this. I think they're just making it a streak, but it's almost like a fade the way that runs. There's that 5-yard out route that just crucifies these cover 4 defenses. Able to just hit that 5-yard out route wide side. Love to see it. Here we're going to see a flip, get that tight end to the short side. We got a wheel route, right side, backside drag. This is one of my favorite plays in the game. That I love that wheel route right there because you see how it pulled the zone out of the way, and then they're able to check down to that tight end underneath. Kiv also doing a really good job of getting out of bounds this drive, still using the whole field in his route combos, but being able to get out of bounds is really critical for how this game is going. And we're going to see that again, that return route 5-yard. There he adjusts, but now, boom, and Kiv just throws it away wisely. That was actually pretty good defense by 88. 88 guessed right there, able to sit on that speed out pretty nicely. I think he just ran cover 2 to the left. Kind of just called cover 2 at the right time there. This is kind of the new wave for these guys out of trips. This PA slot corner play, utilizing play action blocking, really good against the loop pressures. We're going to get double streaks here, and he is going to drop that. This is going to be a big 4th and 5. 88, this 88 hanging tough here. And this is a huge 4th down in this game, because if Kiv does not get this, 88 now has a chance to really just erase the entire first half and get into a really good position in the second half. So we'll see here. We got a seam streak from the tight end. Kiv going to throw right at it. Boom. And he's able to pop a seam streak. That's going to get him a huge first down. I believe he's in field goal range off of that seam streak as well. kind of exactly what you needed to be able to do. That was a big, gotta have it down, and Kiv did a really good job with that. Little playmaker drag, great switch stick, almost able to make the play there from Douglas. And again, you're noticing really the big key of defense in this year's game. It really is all about switch sticking. That's why Dollar is the best defense, because it's the best switch stick defense, and you have a couple good blitzes out of it. Don't love this route combo from Kiv. It's feeling like a Lambo route combo, but whatever. Yeah, see, nothing's open. See, I'm telling you, you just can't call stuff like that in this year's game. It's just too easy to guard. There's so many ways to guard that. Gotta have good spacing this year. Switch stick does not allow for bad combos. And I just see, I think sometimes in the course of games like this, try to mix it up a little bit too much and call a bad play. Now this, great play. Motion post. Running back check down. Good read. Good catch. Good animation. Gets him that first down. Now Kiv's going to have really 2 shots at the red zone. A couple shots here. Honestly, though, you can use the whole field because of your timeout, but you don't want to get sacked, and you don't want to throw a pick, obviously. So that's a good throwaway right there. About 13 seconds left. Again, Kiv can use the entire field because of the, or actually he does not have that timeout. I'm sorry. I thought he had one more. He does not have that one. That kind of goes to show the importance of wasting that timeout earlier in this half. I don't love him sending 5 out. I guess his plan is I'm just going to throw it away if I don't get it, but I don't love what I'm seeing in this sequence here, but we'll see what happens. He's got this. I just don't understand. I've not seen this route do anything for anybody. I guess they just always switch stick it, but I haven't seen it really do much for you. All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Kiv. Really one more end zone shot, and then you're going to see a field goal. It's going to go right back to the same play, pretty much. Okay, now I have seen this one work where you have the 2 streaks and the out route, and then a deep corner out route combo. So pretty easy to throw this one away if he gets looped. He does get looped. He is going to throw this away. Good throwaway there, and that's going to be it. That's going to be 3 for Kiv, and that is going to take us into the second half. All right, boys, start of the second half. Kiv going to start out with a jet touch pass. One of the better runs in the game. Just happens to be from one of the best formations. A jet touch pass, really good little kind of gimmick run, but really effective. Able to attack kind of that right side edge. But right there, 88 had it bagged up. 2nd 11. And this is where Kiv can really get ahead of this game. Let's see what happens here. Nice little check down to the drag, but a good drive here. If Kiv gets 7, 20-3, you know, realistically, with about 7 minutes to go, there's going to be it's going to be very difficult for 88 to come back from this. So this is a huge drive. You're going to see 88's best chance for a stop is going to be this drive. He's going to need to pull one out. But also Kiv, this is kind of a put away drive to a degree. Like, this is where you're trying to finish the game. And he's trying to bait him into a cover 2 here. Now he's going to check into an audible. This is out of the gun slot formation. Really don't see that called much. And look at what that caused. Kiv calling a second half timeout. Absolutely hate it. I've seen that too much in this event. I feel like there's almost never an excuse to call a second half timeout 1 minute into the second half. I guess you are in the lead, so it's not as bad, but I absolutely hate that call. Now, you got to anticipate a cover 2 here to the left side. He didn't do it that time. Tight end corner there. Nice route to Jameson Williams over the middle. Able to catch that and be able to get upfield really nicely. Let's take a look here at Kiv's receivers. He has Xavier Worthy. He has Calvin Johnson and Jameson Williams. A lot of these guys using Calvin. I just didn't think Calvin was really worth rostering. Oh, no. No, sir. Okay, we got to explain what just happened. So, let's actually just go back. What am I doing with my, what am I doing? Let me back this up here. That was a huge play in this game. I'd love to be able to actually show it to you. I think I hit the wrong button. All right, here we go. So let's take a look at what actually happens on this play so you can kind of see it. So this is why Julius Peppers is such a key player, because he's 6'6", 6'7", good coverage. And this is the disengage blitz. So the disengage blitz, you're going to get this guy through the B gap. You're going to contain. but you could drop this guy into zone. You could drop him in man or zone. So you can zone him out. So he's going to zone him in a hook curl. What's nice about this hook curl is it's going to cover kind of that right side seam. So look at this. Drops him into the hook curl. Doesn't even really get any pressure. But KIV reads real quick. It's cover 4. He thinks there's no way this guy can get here. And guess what? I don't know if 88 shaded outside. I don't know if it was a vert hook. I don't know. But I don't know. I think it partially is because of where KIV's at in the field. Bottom line, pick exactly what 88 needs to get back in this ball game. And he's out of there to the 15. And now all of a sudden we have a ball game. Now 88 needs to get 7. But that was a pretty bad interception, and it really is kind of a testimony to how good this B-gap blitz really is at $1. Because you're able to drop that nose tackle into coverage, you're really able to cover a significant amount of space on the field, and it makes some of those snap throw routes over the middle really difficult. So KIV is going to be in 6-1, running the send for disengage blitz. Love to see 88 spread this out. Kind of really using the seams here. Good defense from KIV. Nice check down there to Worthy underneath. And he's going to get it to about the 3-yard line. Red zone opportunity for 88 coming up. Has not been able to capitalize in the red zone today. I think he's had 2 or 3 possessions. He's had a turnover and he's had a field goal. So he needs to capitalize here. Get 7. Make this a 10-13 ball game. All of a sudden, a lot of pressure kind of shifts back to KIV's side of the table. So let's see what 88's able to do. First and goal. It's going to be in that I-form strong wing with that stretch, fullback dive, halfback dive combination. CJ2K on the stretch. A little motion here from 88. Kind of balancing the formation, a little speed motion back over across. KIV's going to be in 6-1, but he's using in the weak side safety. This time 88's going to flip it. Now he's going to try to pop it to the left side. And you see why stretch is not really ran at a high level this year. Just not really that effective, especially against these red zone goal line type of defenses. 6-1, 3-4 rod, goal line 6-2, 60-out jacks, that kind of stuff. So anyway, second and goal situation coming up from the 4. And again, 88 really, he's not dead if he doesn't get a touchdown here, but it's really like significant for the big picture of this game that he needs to get in there for 7. He's going to go to the wing slot. A lot of pressure there from KIV. That's something you're seeing more in the red zone these days, is we're just going to send everybody because it's so hard to get routes open. You really got to have time for the routes to develop. And KIV saying, I'm not going to let you have time. I'm going to send a lot of pressure. Going to go back to basically the exact same combination here. Wheel flat, just going to force feed a slant, and it's going to work for him. That's a huge, huge, huge drive or huge touchdown for 88. Kind of keeps him in this one. And now a lot of pressure shifts back to KIV, right? That could not have really gone any worse other than getting stopped before half. The 3 before half is really the only difference in this game at this point. 88 got to stop. KIV got to stop. But as you see, 13-10. KIV going to need to get some points here. He's going to need to put a drive together. That last pick was really bad. Just a really, really bad read. Anyway, here we're going to see send 4. Triangle, not there. Going to take a throwaway. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So again, be watching this DT. Sometimes he'll blitz, sometimes he'll drop out. Primarily where this guy is, this looks like he's potentially going to send just the crossfire. No, he is going to disengage. There's the wheel. Nice read from KIV. And another thing with these slide protections that ends up happening against Dollar a lot of times is you can get these edge guys once they start slide protecting as well. This time goes back to the basic crossfire. KIV, great playmaker of that drag, able to get that to come back over the middle of the field and really just be a great check down read for him. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and inches. So one of the underrated things about this is the clock, obviously, because if KIV does go down and get 7, it's going to be able to make it a 2-possession game. If you KIV here, I wouldn't mind taking some time. I don't think it really matters, but it is a factor. Nice horizontal strain. Hits that short post in that perfect little spot against that cover 3 coverage, and able to get a really nice throw to Calvin. And that was that speed out with that return route. And then on the backside, we had a short post, then a flat streak combination. Here's that doubles play. Again, we're looking out here early. That's open, missed it. But look, that's open, missed it. Throws it late. Kind of the same thing that happened to 88. High ball overthrow. And then we're going to get a 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line. See what he's able to do. Going to go to trips tight end flex, motion wide post with the auto motion short post. And this is kind of the same combo we saw from 88, but a little slight variation. I actually love this. It's a wheel, but then he has a post and he stems this all the way down. What this happens is if this is a cloud flat, the cloud flat will play inside for some reason. The other thing he's going to pair this with is a little whip route, because if they're not playing good, solid, basic coverage over there, that's going to be open, and then you kind of have something they have to worry about back here. He's going to take the wheel off the field now and go slant, zig, fade, and that did not work. Too much pressure. Good mix-up from 88. I think that was a man coverage mix-up. That's going to bring him a 3rd down. If KIV gets 3 here, not ideal. Kind of needs 7. Got a deep speed out on the left side. Got those zig, running back streak, tight end post, running back wheel. There's that speed out. Cover 2'd it. Oh, KIV just going to find a way. Running back wheel late in the end zone. Look at that. This little cloud has to play that. Good throw on the run. Really able to just put the ball where only my receiver can catch it. That's a big, big touchdown in this game. And there's KIV finding a way. Really just kind of finding a way against the coverage that 88 kind of had a really good defensive call, but KIV just kind of scrambled out of there, found a way. And now he has a 2-possession lead. This is kind of what I was talking about with the clock. You got to anticipate this. So 88, probably, if he gets 7, right, provided that KIV doesn't give up a huge play, he's probably going to score with about 4 minutes left on the clock. With that in mind, that's going to give KIV kind of a decent clock on the back end of this. So just some things to look at. Free play for 88. Going to throw right at a player. Decides he wants to catch it anyway. Great read. I think he just force-fed Laporta because of the free play there, but you'll love to see Laporta catch those. That's what Madden's all about these days. Defenders can't catch balls, so we want to make sure that our offensive players can. All right, so about 1 minute or so left in the 3rd quarter. You know, why say this is just such a good play. Good switch stick on that corner route. That's pretty much perfect defense from KIV there. And again, I'm telling you, KIV's not going to do a whole lot. This is going to be cover 4 hard flat almost every play. There's that disengage again. There's the hook curl. There's the cover 4. He drives on the ball. Good mid-zone KO knockout. Only problem is he went off sides. That's one of the downsides to the big out disengage. Is at times if you kind of mess up your user a little bit with the blitz, sometimes it can be offsides, and that's what we saw from KIV there. 2nd and 5. Again, notice a double safety walk down, get those safeties in the box. I think KIV is pretty much going to be in that B gap because the 88's calling so much play action. If you guys didn't know, play action is going to be one of the best ways to block the crossfire type of blitz angle. And so utilizing this one makes it a little bit easier. The B gap's much harder to pick up. Okay, so now we're going to get 6-1 from KIV, kind of a mix in. See what he ends up doing out of this. Going to get a flip. Get a lot of short side tight end. This time we're going to get wide side tight end. This one's a pretty easy switch stick off of cover 4. He is going to take a flat. Nice read by 88. I don't love seeing KIV in 6-1, man. I don't feel like 6-1 was real. I mean, it did get him a stop early, but I feel like Dollar is just giving 88 a ton of trouble. Like nothing's really clean. That's why I just feel like Dollar's the best defense. Like this is such a, like it works. Yeah, that time it yells at him. Almost picked. Look at KIV's face. He's just, he's so beside himself. I love watching KIV's facial expressions when he plays the game of Madden. Because he doesn't talk a ton, but his facial expressions are just hilarious to watch. Good user. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's like, what? I'll tell you what I love about watching Kiv's game. Kiv seriously really is one of the most consistent Madden players. Literally every single year, Kiv is there. Kiv is top 5 almost every single year. Every single year, man. So I mean, it's just a testament to his ability to adapt, to improve, to get better year over year. A lot of respect for how he plays the game, how he sees the game. Nice scramble from 88, able to get out of there, get inside the 5. This is a huge red zone trip for 88. He really has to get 7 here, because if he gets 3, based off the clock, it's you really need 7 in this situation. Going to take a little zig underneath, get about to the 3. That's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Notice how stingy the defense is down here, how difficult it is to score, how hard it is to pass, how one mistake could be a pick 6 the other way. All of these factors is really ultimately why defense in this year's game is all about the red zone. It really is. It's about switch stick. It's about the red zone, having good, solid red zone defense. And it's not that complicated. It's just, can you execute it? 88 loves this double slants play. Throws a zig route. 4th and goal. This is a huge down. I feel like you have to go for this if you're 88. I think he thinks the same here. He is going to go for this. This is literally 4th down on the 1-inch yard line. 4th down on the 1. Oh my gosh. It was this all game. We just can't. Every time he scored, it's been a slant route, slant flat combo. And the Kiv just didn't put yellow zones on the field. It really felt like that. So, yeah. That was a big touchdown from 88. That was a huge touchdown from 88 on a 4th and goal. Big time situation and a big time play by 88 there. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. If Kiv scores a touchdown, it pretty much seals the game for him. It's gonna put 88 in a really tough spot to be able to win this ball game. So if you're Kiv here, we're gonna see what's your best stuff. What's your best drive? How are you gonna call this game? We're gonna see a short side tight end on a normal Y off close. Double streaks. This is Y sail. I will say one of the other things about Kiv, I know it's a little critical of some of the plays, but one of the things that I think makes him such a good Madden player, it's very rare that you see Kiv call a terrible play. Like, he really doesn't call a bad play. He might call like a specific play designed for a specific defense and try to catch you in it, but almost never do we see, like, look at his route combos are just so complete, and they do a really good job of, like, even this play, like, I don't know why we see this play. I just feel like this has got to be the best route in the game. We really haven't seen it work much. But look what he does. He's got an out route. He's got a high-low read here. He's got a high-low read here. Like, he's got a lot of other options. So I'm just saying, I feel like Kiv does one of the better jobs that I see of really never calling like a really bad route combo. I feel like all these guys, when you really watch the film, they can call some really bad plays. Like, they'll hike the ball, and it was like, why did you want to run that? Like, they'll kind of like adjust their route combo and turn it into something that I don't think they meant to call. Anywho, PS slot corner from Kiv. Double streaks for the cover 4. Tight end. Missed it. It's fine. I will say one of the other things about Kiv, like, I know he threw the kind of silly pick over the middle there, but for the most part, Kiv doesn't beat himself either. For the most part, he's going to play good red zone defense. He's going to have good route combos. He's rarely going to snap a bad play. And generally speaking, you know, he might throw a blind pick, but other than, I mean, I don't feel like he throws a lot of those. That's actually really unfortunate. That's a huge intentional. 3rd and 4. That's a huge intentional right there. He missed a touchdown. 3rd and 17. That's a huge down. Going to go with a 20-yard speed out on the left side. Now he's going to change his mind. I'm going to go back to 2x2 normal close. 3rd and 17. You got to get enough yardage to make this a 4th down potential conversion. It's a big down, big moment. 3rd and 17. And you look at him manually press tight end. Not going to be there. Nice throw. That's a huge dot. And I got to tell you, look at this from 88. He's right here. I don't know what he thinks this is. But this is your bait right here. This is it. I think what happens is he saw that he's got to cover this. So like I think he was trying to get on this safety and take this away. Under pressure, Kiv just makes a great throw. Really the only throw he could make, right? Sometimes the best throw is the only throw, and that's going to bring up a huge 4th and inches. But that's exactly what you need to do if you're Kiv. It's a big moment. You hit a big dot. That's what I was talking about. The experience of Kiv really shining through in these moments. And this is the 20 MCS major appearances. This is him being relevant in competitive Madden for literally the last decade. Every single year this man is in the game. This guy is going to be there at the end of the year. So anyway, 4th and inches, big time play call. Going to go 5 out. Tight end seam streak up the middle, dropped it. That's huge. You see the emotion from 88. And now Kiv makes a mistake. Kind of really just not sure, man. Feel like that was risky to rely on a tight end seam streak with mid-zone KOs everywhere. 88 going to throw right at him. He's going to get out of there with the Porta. He's going to go. He's going to score. And all of a sudden, we got a ball game. This game real flipped. And 88, 24-20. Kiv is going to need a money drive to win this ball game. It's a huge touchdown from 88. Game really flipped on its head with him literally 2 or 3 plays. I feel like Kiv made, I think, a total of 2 to 3 mistakes all game. And both of those mistakes really cost him. And now we're 24-20 ball game. Kiv's got to go down and get 7. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left of the ball game. Primetime Sanders is going to return this one. All right. Look at the passion from 88. All right, here we go. Little out route left side should be there. Going to take the flat. I will say, man, the more I watch Kiv over the years, the more I really do think, and I know he's made a couple mistakes this game, but when you really sit down and watch like where he hits, it's a lot of this like just quick stuff, man. There's that curl. Kind of missed the read there. Lost a yard. But I do feel like the thing about Kiv is, and this was really true of Madden 18. If you watch Kiv play in Madden 18, you would know this. He'll never miss a check down. He'll never miss a check down. Like you have to, I call them layup throws. You have to take the layup throws away when you play Kiv. Like right there, he'll never miss that read. I mean, that's just free. He is just such a good example of like a progression quarterback. I think Kiv kind of personifies what it means to be like a progression quarterback. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's very systematic. And I just in general, I feel like he makes the game fairly simple for himself. And so it's just a different, like you just don't see, like I know he runs the Eagles, a lot of people run Eagles, but it's just like the way he does it, the routes that he's really kind of wears out. They're more layup throws. Like how many short posts have you seen Kiv throw this game? You haven't seen him throw a lot. And that's really the reason you're in Eagles, right? You've seen a lot more like running back flat routes, a lot of that. You've seen a lot of speed out. You've seen, seam streak. Those are more what he's throwing. So again, it's just this idea of like, how can I make the game as simple as possible so that I can make the reads as fast as possible? That's a general principle question that I think a lot of us would do better to utilize that in our offense. Like Kiv anticipates what he's going to do. His route combos are based off what he thinks 88's going to run, and then he's progression based. I mean, it's really, he throws on time a lot. Like you can just tell like that's his first read. He hits his first read, boom. Right? It's almost. I don't know if I don't think it's a great word to say, but it's like robotic. Like it's such a like boom, boom, boom. So it's just kind of a different. I don't see a lot of people play like this, to be honest. But there you go. I digress. Just something I feel like I need to add to my game after watching this one is I got to be more systematic. I got to be more. Every time I watch some of these top level players, whether it's Kiv, whether it's not necessarily John. I'm trying to think of other like Fancy this year, Wesley, Like Kiv, Fancy, Wesley are really good examples of like out executing your opponent. I feel like John is more of a freestyler. It's a nice seam streak. That was the play that he got stopped on last drive. It's the same combo there. This is a really good drive from Kiv. The thing you do have to think about is if you score 7, 88 is going to have a chance to go down and get 3. And really not going to be able to clock this out, unfortunately. So I think if you're Kiv, you know, you got to kind of plan for that. You're going to go to cheap flat post, 500 slant routes. 88 called a cloud flat on cheap flat post. That's an idea. That's a concept. Wing flex close for my man Kiv. Look at how locked in 88 is. Like just straight up locked in. He's now a veteran of the sport. There we go. Going to audible down the goal line. Getting beefy. Got Perry in there. Now wide zone, halfback zone weak, motion comeback. This wide zone is really the run that should pop. He's going to go to it here. Wide zone. I just feel like that's just, gosh, it just never works, man. Like they called it a billion times. I think it's maybe worked one time. It's just not a, it's a good run. It's not a great run. RPO read bubble. 3rd and goal. This is going to be shotgun wing slot with a little return right on the right side. Now, this is normal. This is normal flex close, actually. All right, check this out. Check out the combo. This is what Kiv's so good at. He draws up these combos. Little zig route. A little dig route coming back, painting the back area of the field. This is the idea. Hitch with a tight end out route. If this is a cloud flat, that cloud flat sucks to here. Let's say this is a hard flat. Then this is going to be a throw right in this little pocket. Let's say he plays cover 2, and this is like a vert hook. This in route can be hit you right here. So again, this is what I'm saying. Kiv does a really good job of giving himself multiple options, multiple throwable routes. So we're going to take a look at how this is going to go. He's going to probably look at the zig route first or the tight end first. Zig, there's the switch stick. He's getting screamed at. He's going to have to throw it. He really basically just trust throws the tight end because everybody came at him quick. Put the ball where only receiver can catch it. Touchdown, Kiv. And now 88 has an opportunity to be able to tie the ball game or score going into OT. 88 does not have any timeouts. That's why those runs were critical to try to take 88's timeouts. Kiv was able to take 88's timeouts, and now 88 has an opportunity to try to go down and get 3, 7. Probably unlikely that you're going to get 7. I think 88 really playing for overtime at this point. Trying to go down, get a field goal, get 3. You're going to see Kiv's best stuff. You're going to see 88's best stuff. This is a gotta-have-it moment. Biggest moment up to the game up to this point. 88 has honestly clawed, showed a lot of grit in this game. And here we go. Kiv for the bread, going to be in 6-1. I hate it. Honestly, I'd like to see him in dollar. I just feel like 6-1 is just, it's easy to get seam streaked. It's easy to give up bigger plays. And 88. I don't know exactly. I feel like he's getting hit as he throws. I feel like he doesn't get a good zip on it. I feel like he almost throws it. I don't know if this is late or if he throws it to if he didn't stem it up enough. A lot of things there. Bottom line, Kiv able to pick it off. No timeouts for 88, and that's going to be it. Really just seemed like it was basic cover 4. It might have been a cloud flat on the outside, but the bottom line, 88 throws a pick. In another gotta-have-it moment in an MCS game, and Kiv is going to be able to move on. Had Kiv winning this one, I believe Kiv and Abram is going to be the next matchup, and it is going to be an absolute dogfight. Those are 2 of the better players in the game. I got to say this. I picked Abram initially. I'm starting to think Kiv might be the favorite in that game just because of how bad Abram looked in the first round, but I don't know for sure. That's going to be an absolute dogfight. So Kiv pulls this one out. 27-24 over Mr. Football 88.